Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Davis Field for today's women's soccer match between the number 16 Golden Eagles of John Brown University and your number 8 nationally ranked Central Methodist Eagles. We ask that all players, coaches, and spectators abide by the NAIA Champions of Character values, which are respect, integrity, responsibility, servant leadership, and sportsmanship. At this time, would you please rise and remove your hats for a prayer, followed by the playing of our national anthem. Almighty God, you have created us to strive for our best. Grant to all athletes, coaches, and fans the strength to pursue excellence during this event. We pray for the safety of these athletes, protect them from injury and harm. Help us to honor you today in all we do on and off the field, and make us witnesses to your glory. In Christ's name we pray, amen. And now let's meet the starters for today's contest. First, with the visiting team on the scoreboard, John Brown. Number 5, Kylie Kilfoy. Number 8, Julia Lambert. Number 9, Rachel Stone. Number 10, Aubrey Winters. Number 15, Anaya Gibbs. Number 16, Lauren Walter. Number 17, Zoe Roberts. Number 19, Elise Bosma. Number 20, Rennie Buchanan. Number 23, Olivia Fish. And in goal, number 0, Reagan Riley. The Golden Eagles are led by head coach Kathleen Paulson, and she's assisted by Vanessa Reynoso. And now the starting lineup for your number 8 nationally ranked Central Methodist Eagles. A graduate midfielder, number 3, Renee Barrick. Freshman defender, number 4, Eduarda Fakulu. Junior midfielder, number 6, Cade Yamaguchi. Senior defender, number 7, Alicia Zamora. Freshman midfielder, number 8, Larissa Azario. Junior forward, number 11, Lacey Ann Murray. Freshman midfielder, number 12, Delia Letelier. Senior midfielder, number 19, Celine Witt. Junior defender, number 22, Jessica Meda. Sophomore forward, number 24, Christine Lee. And in goal, freshman, number 1, Candela Blanco Esteban. The Eagles are led by head coach Dan Schmidlin, and he is assisted by Tyler Watkins and Judith Gonzalez of Oliveras. Good luck to both teams. All right, welcome into Davis Field here on the beautiful campus of Central Methodist University. This is Rachel Moore, Assistant AD and Director of Athletic Communications here at Central, bringing you the call for the first of 2 games today. This is a non-conference doubleheader for your CMU men's and women's soccer team against the Golden Eagles out of John Brown. Beautiful day on campus, about, say, 80 degrees. It's been much nicer compared to what we've had to deal with the past couple weeks when it's been 90 to almost 100, so this is a welcome change. It'll be a foul on CMU, so it's a free kick for the Golden Eagles. And we get a foul. I believe that's on Leak, number 24. John Brown's got a player down, so that'll be a free kick for them, I believe. Ball sent up. Murray tried to hit it, but just a little bit too high for her. Zamora's going to clear it. She'll just send that one into the track on the other side. It'll remain with John Brown, but gives CMU time to get back and set their defense. So top 25 matchup here on the women's side. CMU jumped 2 spots to number 8. After starting the season with a 3-1 record. John Brown, number 16 in the country. They are currently undefeated at 4-0. And that'll be an offsides on Central. And I think she knew it fairly quickly. She stopped. Moore clears it. Stays with John Brown, though. Murray, she's got 4 goals this year already. She's one to look out for. Yamaguchi. I think she was looking for Witt, but just a little bit too far. Letelier giving chase. Maida tries to clear. Sends it up to Murray. Nazario over to Witt. Witt's got some space, and again, they'll call her offsides. And they're calling those pretty quick today, so looks like they won't let them get too much of a attack going from that perspective. Witt tried to find Yamaguchi. It's deflected though. Stay with CMU. Fakulu's going to throw this one in. Witt over to Maida. Maida up to Murray. Trying to do a little give and go. Turned over though by CMU. John Brown 4-0 to start this early campaign. They've actually played a couple of former hard opponents. They opened their season with a 7-1 victory over Evangel University, who was in the heart of America until this year. It's their first year in the KCAC. It was a 7-1 score, and then they actually knocked off number 25 Mid-America Nazarene University down in Siloam Springs.
And then they knocked off number 22, Olivet Nazarene, 2-1. And same thing with Jamestown, 2-0 scoreline. So they've gotten some big-time victories in their opening 4 games. So you can see why they're ranked number 16. Osorio up to Witt. Witt, nice move by Witt. Just got a few teammates out in front. Yamaguchi. Barrick was looking for Murray, deflected though, sent the other way. Good tackle there by Maida. Letelier. John Brown just sends that one, and Zamora's going to probably have to kick that back to Esteban, and she does. Fakulu. Good defense there by CMU to prevent any kind of counter, because John Brown had a few numbers, and one wrong bounce, and that could have been going the other way for a quick scoring opportunity. Throw in for CMU, I believe that's going to be Maida on the far side. Sent over to Aubrey Winters. Winters, just a little bit too far out in front. That's going to go wide right. And no harm, no foul for Central. Yamaguchi. Up to Leak. Letelier. Barrick. CMU 3-1 in their first 4 games of non-conference play. Their only loss was against number 4 Cumberlands at the time. It was a 2-1 loss down in Williamsburg, so nothing to be ashamed of there. Of course, you want to win all those games, but a good prep for conference play and potentially, run at a national tournament and getting back to the final site, which is always the goal. Murray. Murray's got some space over to Yamaguchi. She's got a lot of space in front of her. Leak, little give and go. Yamaguchi. Azario. Letelier falls down, but no call there. Ball's going to be thrown in by Winters. Looking for Rachel Stone. Deflected out, so we'll just keep moving on down the sideline, right in front of CMU's bench. Winters is going to throw it in. Lauren Walter with it now. Turned over, though, and Yamaguchi comes away with it, sends it to Barrick. Barrick all the way over to Murray. Back to Maida. Zamora. Zamora wearing the captain's armband for today's contest. Just threaded that pass to Yamaguchi. Yamaguchi. Nice run there by Witt. Witt was looking for Barrick a little bit too far out in front, though. That'll stay with CMU, though, so they'll get a throw in, and that'll be Fakulu. Fakulu, a freshman defender out of Brazil. Azario over to Fakulu. Witt. Letelier. Witt on the near side. Yamaguchi. Maida. Murray. That ball's going to fall out of bounds and out of play. CMU got to throw it on the near sideline. Excuse me, far sideline. CMU with victories over Southwestern Christian, William Woods, and Missouri Baptist. They've only conceded 2 goals through 4 complete games, so the defense has played well, and the offense has shown up as well. 15 goals in their first 4 isn't too bad. That'll be a foul on number 16, Lauren Walter. Be a free kick for CMU, and I think Zamora will do the honors. She will. She sends it up quickly. Looking for leak over everyone's head, though. Winters is just going to try and clear that. Walter. Turned over back to CMU. John Brown with it now. Walter. He's got a little bit of space. Zamora clears it, but not before fouls called, so John Brown will get a free kick from about the, say 35, 34. See who ends up taking this. I think it'll be number 11, Aubrey Winters. Aubrey, a sophomore forward out of Wichita, Kansas. Sends that one over everyone's head, though, and if you're playing American football, that's probably 3 points, but we're not, so it's going to be just a simple goal kick for Central and Esteban. John Brown's going to maintain possession, though. That ball wasn't cleared well enough. As soon as I say that, that'll go out on the Golden Eagles, and Jessica Meda is going to throw it in, and she does. Over to Leak. Back to Meda. Leak. Yamaguchi to Zamora. Over to Fukulu on the near sideline. Over to Rosario. Rosario all the way back to Meda. Meda just elects to reset and give that to Esteban. She's got Murray and Barrick over there patrolling the far sideline. That'll go to bounds, and then I'll remain with John Brown. CMU will have one more non-conference game after this. They'll host Campbellsville University this coming Tuesday at 5 o'clock at Davis Field, and then they'll start conference play against Mount Mercy up in Cedar Rapids. And they'll follow that up with a Wednesday night matchup against Baker University. There'll be a corner, I believe, for John Brown. Ball sent in. Headed by Zamora, out. Rosario trying to give chase. Kulu, good job by the freshman just to clear that. Golden Eagles. Good job by Zamora to head that. Zamora calling for the offsides. I don't know if they're going to get it, though, and they don't. No harm, no foul, though, is Esteban. He's going to pick that up. CMU will move back down. Yamaguchi. Rosario. CMU's got numbers now. 3-on-3. Over to Witt. Witt stops, launches a shot. Wide of the mark, though. I think that was deflected, so CMU will get a corner kick from the near side over here. And Larissa Zario looks like she's going to take it potentially, number 8. Couple of corner attempts for CMU. Came up short on a couple of those opportunities, but they'll maintain possession, and they've had the ball on their John Brown side of the field for a good majority of the time, but it's been a pretty balanced back and forth affair. I think that was throw in for John Brown. That'll go the other way. Just a little under 28 minutes left here in half number 1. Barrick is looking for Azario. Many of you Hart fans or CMU fans probably know that name. It's because she was a former player of the MNU Pioneers out of Olathe. John Brown has some numbers. They've got space. Good job by Maida to smother that opportunity, though. Barrick, a graduate transfer out of attended Mid-American Nazarene. She was actually here, played in last year's Hart Tournament Championship, which saw CMU come out victorious. That'll be a foul on Fakulu, number 4. So we'll get a free kick for the Golden Eagles. This will be number 20, Rennie Buchanan. Rennie, junior defender out of Brentwood, California, listed as at 5 foot even, so we'll get a stoppage and play on the clock. Official's going to provide some instruction to a couple of players, either giving a little too much lip or just some pushing and shoving in the box. So he's going to nip that in the bud really quick as we get ready to reset. Telling Leak to back up to about the 31. Ball sent in. I think Maida got a head on it. Job by Barrick. To Letelier. Space now for CMU. Leak over to Azario. Azario on the right side. Good move by Azario. Left-footed pass over to Witt. Cleared, though, by John Brown. Murray goes up for it. Fakulu. Maida. Zamora. Crashes into one of John Brown's players, and she's slow to get up. We'll get a stoppage and play again. We'll have an injury timeout as our athletic trainers are going to come take a look at the injured John Brown player. So we'll take a quick break. 25-27 left on the clock here in half number 1. CMU number 8 The number 8 team in the country, and John Brown, number 16, nationally ranked, are still scoreless here through the first 20 minutes of play. So we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're listening to CMU Eagles Women's Soccer here on the Hart Conference Network. All right, we're back. So that was number 8, Julia Lambert, coming off the field. She had to be helped and couldn't put any weight on her left ankle. So our athletic trainer, Sam Tresky, will take a look at her and see what she can do. And that'll bring in number 2, Addie Craig. Addie, a freshman forward out of Highlands Ranch, Colorado, listed at 5'6". That's the first sub of the day for either side. We'll resume action here. No foul called there. Addie Craig and Maida giving chase over there on the far side. I think that'll go out, and that'll be a, looks like it's going to be a corner kick for the Golden Eagles. And I think number 11, Aubrey Winters, is going to take this. Aubrey, a sophomore forward out of Wichita, Kansas. CMU sets up their defense. Low driving shot. Cleared, though, by Zamora, and that's going to go all the way back to number 15, Anaya Gibbs. Anaya Gibbs over to Zoe Roberts. That'll go out of bounds. It'll stay with the Golden Eagles, though. Witt. Letelier over to Maida. Maida looking for Barrick. Barrick, nice little give and go to Yamaguchi. Yamaguchi looking for Leak. CMU maintains possession. Azorio's with it now, with Olivia Fish giving chase. Turned over and cleared by John Brown. And we'll have our first substitution. I believe that's number 17, Nereda Munoz. Excuse me, number Correction, number 10, Paula Castro, subbing in for CMU. Azario, number 8, is going to take this corner. Sends one into the box. Zamora headed. Goes out. And they're going to say it stays with CMU. Coach Schmidlin agrees with that call. And he claps his hand in appreciation. So we'll do it all again. Just a little under 22 minutes remaining here in half number 1. CMU, the number 8 team in the country, scoreless against number 16, John Brown. Azario sends one in. Barrick with a shot. Too high over the crossbar. That'll be a goal kick for JBU. Zamora. Witt giving chase. I don't know if she'll be able to get to it, though. Ball still in play. Witt to Murray. Murray. Good move by Murray. Shot. Right at John Brown. I believe that was Castro, number 10. So that'll be a goalie save. Good job by Reagan Riley to scoop that one up. Castro. Fakulu back to Zamora. Zamora lets it skip past her, and that'll go to Esteban. Meda. CMU not clear, not out of trouble yet. Azario. Fakulu. Yamaguchi. Esteban just sends that one out. And that's going to fall through the back side of the line. It'll be a goal kick for Central. Coach Midland provided instruction. We'll have another substitution. Zamora. Letlier. Castro to Murray. Murray, a little give and go. CMU maintains possession. Yamaguchi sends that one out in front of everyone. Nia Gibbs. Let's that go back to her keeper, Reagan Riley. Riley. To Witt. Barrick. Barrick with some space. Nice pass over to Witt. Witt with a shot and got it. So CMU gets on the score sheet first. Nice little give and go from CMU forwards. Murray with the assist on Witt, and she slips that right past the outstretched arms of Riley. And that just found the near corner. And just a really well taken strike from Witt. And that was at about the 18:55 mark of the first half, at least on our scoreboard. So CMU takes a 1-0 lead here. John Brown looking to counter quickly and might have caught CMU napping a little bit, but Esteban scoops that one up. We'll have another substitution for CMU. Looks like that's going to be number 25, Jenna Brower. She's going to replace number 3, Renee Barrick. So Renee's first half action is done. I imagine she'll get some second half play as well. Fakulu's going to throw that in. And I think they called a foul of some sort, or maybe it was an incorrect throw-in of some sort. I don't know. But Azario over to Brower. Brower over to Witt. Witt back to Meta. Meta. Zamora sends that one up to Murray. Murray heads it looking for a teammate, but no one was home. Yamaguchi. Murray to Brower. Brower was looking for Castro. Castro comes up with it eventually. Over to Murray. Murray to Witt. Looking for a second connection there between those two. Zamora. And we're going to have a host of substitutions for John Brown. It looks like 4 of them. Foul committed on CMU, so free kick for John Brown. CMU comes away with it. Brower over to Castro. Castro's got to chase that one down. She's got some wheels. One-on-one with her defender. Gets by. Looks to send one into the box. Deflected, though. See if she can keep it in. She does. Yamaguchi. Yamaguchi, Murray. Brower. Murray still with it. Good job by Gibbs to keep Murray from being able to turn around and fire off a shot. Castro. Kicked out by Winners. That'll be a throw-in for CMU. See if we can get these substitutions in here before too long. Fakulu. Throws it into Murray. Murray. Kilfoy clears that. Zamora. And Maeda trying to chase it down. We got Lauren Walter on their tail. That'll go out. So a mass substitution for John Brown, number 24, number 3, 13, 12, and 10. And then for CMU, that looks like it's number 15, Andrea Jimenez. She's going to replace number 19, Celine Witt. So about 5 substitutions there on the side of John Brown. Just 1 for CMU. Zamora. Sends it up to Jimenez. Out of bounds, though. Castro over to Brower. Brower. Azario. Castro. Lalier with Murray giving chase. Murray, we'll see if she can chase it down. She can. That'll go out of bounds, though. It'll stay with CMU. And you can see why Coach Schmidt likes having her in. She's She's fast and she scores goals, and it's a pretty good combination to have. Easy to identify in the field as she's got a big cast on her hand still. Maida. Over to Murray. Murray tried to flick it over to Azario, just out of play though. Just under 13 minutes remaining here in half number 1. CMU leads 1-0. Yamaguchi with the header. Maida. Lillian Johnson. She's one of those substitutions that came in. John Brown. Zamora. Gibbs clears it. Yamaguchi. About at midfield. Gibbs and Murray fighting for it. Murray with a little bit of space. Nice pass over to Jimenez on the far side. Jimenez, left-handed strike, blocked. Castro maintains possession for CMU. Yamaguchi. Turned over though, John Brown comes away with it. Alyssa Henderson started that. Henderson. Looking for Addie Craig. Fakulu stops any attack there. Brower with it for CMU. And it looks like Emma Doyle, number 5, she's going to make her debut in this game. See when the official lets her on. And she will be entering. That's number 5, Emma Doyle. Looks like she's going to replace, I believe that's number 8, Larissa Azario. And it is. Emma, junior forward out of Naperville, Illinois. CMU throw in. Jimenez back to Zamora. Zamora over to Fakulu. Fakulu looking for Doyle. Castro. Over to Letelier. Letelier sends it up to Jimenez. Jimenez tries to chase it down. She does. She's on the far sideline. Letelier with it now. Zamora. Zamora scored her first goal of the year against Missouri Baptist on a penalty kick. Fakulu tried to thread that, I think, to Murray. Cleared, though, by the Golden Eagles. So Zamora had 6 goals in her sophomore campaign. She was an All-American and then didn't have any last year, but she got her first one of 2023 on a penalty kick. Esteban. Castro over to Doyle. Doyle and Brooklyn Hendricks doing battle. And they'll get a shove on Doyle. You can't do that. So it'll be a foul on number 5 for CMU. Hendricks will get a free kick in front of the John Brown bench. Just under 10 minutes left here in half number 1. CMU leads 1-0 on a strike from Celine Witt at about the 18-minute mark. Fakulu to Castro. Castro turned over though. Nia Gibbs with Murray giving chase. You have to just think that Gibbs will send that, try to clear that, and she does. Castro. Letelier over to Jimenez. Jimenez has a little bit of space. Brower. Nice move by Brower to Castro. Castro left-footed strike deflected. I think she was looking for her teammate though, so I don't know if I'd give that a shot necessarily. I think she was looking for Jimenez on the far side. And it looks like John Brown, we might have a substitution for goalies. It's going to be 00 Chloe Griffith here on the, or excuse me, Griffin on the far side. She'll be making a substitution here. The next dub ball. And not for the goalkeeper, but that's going to be 00 Chloe Griffin. She's going to replace Anaya Gibbs, number 15. So a little unusual to have a 00 be playing the field, but that's what they're doing. John Brown, a little bit of a offensive push. Esteban smothers that. Sends it up to Brower. Brower back to Jimenez. Jimenez. Yamaguchi. Yamaguchi. Brower. Jimenez. Up to Doyle. Doyle, good job by Hendricks just to clear that. I think that'll be a throw-in. Either that or a corner. We'll have to see. And that will be a corner. Looks like Yamaguchi, number 6, is going to take that. So CMU's going to get their offensive ready. John Brown's going to put up their wall. Yamaguchi sends right-footed shot into the box. Headed by Fukulu, cleared by John Brown. And John Brown's looking to counter. And that is number 10, Karen Flores. Flores with the shot. Great save by Esteban. Esteban smothers that one again. Say Flores probably could have taken a few more dribbles, but Esteban came off her line a little bit, so thought she might have an angle. Just under 6 minutes remaining here in half number 1. Yamaguchi. Jimenez. Meda back to Esteban. Zamora. Turnover. Flores. Craig. Craig tries to beat out the goalkeeper. Can't quite do it, though. Good job by Esteban. Esteban. Headed back by Fish. Flores. Was looking for Henderson. That'll be a foul on Henderson, though, number 3, so that'll go the way of CMU for a free kick. Jimenez. Andre Jimenez looking for Murray. Murray with a left-footed shot. Goal. Got it. Murray, I believe that's her 5th goal of 2023. Nice little give and go. from Jimenez to Andre, left-footed strike. And we'll have a substitution. That'll be number 13, Maya Henriksen. She's going to replace Murray, so that's a perfect way to go out of a first half if you're coming off. Scoring a goal, and then 10 seconds later, getting a break. It sounds like a good idea to me. So CMU leads 2-0 here. That goal, 3:54 remaining in the first half. CMU's got a 2-0 lead here, and they're well in a comfortable spot against the number 16 team in the country. Jimenez was looking for Doyle, headed back, though, by John Brown. Winners and Fakulu battling for it. Fakulu comes away with it that time. Fakulu's got some space. Still with it. Fakulu sends it up looking for Doyle, but Rennie Buchanan's going to chase that one down and let it just fall into the arms for goalkeeper Reagan Riley. Yamaguchi. Brower back to Yamaguchi. Letelier. He's got some space. Was looking for Heinrichsen. Karen Flores comes away with it for John Brown. Alyssa Henderson. Zamora and Addie Craig going to do battle. Zamora sends that up. Heinrichsen over to Doyle, and Doyle's out in front of everyone. Emma Doyle. Slowed up by John Brown. Doyle over to Jimenez. Jimenez with the right-footed strike. Blocked, though. She sends it back into the middle. No one's home, though. Mera sends one in. Stoppage in play is a couple of injured players, and the officials waving for the athletic trainer. So I believe that was number 10, Paula Castro, doing battle with, I believe that's 00 on the far side, Chloe Griffin. So got confirmation from my broadcast producer, Natalie, so that's she'll come off the field. We'll see if they want to use a substitution. Just a little over 90 seconds left here in the first half. And I don't see a substitution for John Brown, so they may just, we'll see if they elect to play with 10 men. 10 women, I should say. Clock will start. Just under 90 seconds left now. And Griffin quickly returns, so no substitution there. She just had to come off and then immediately re-enters. Now we'll have number 17. Neira Munoz. She and Castro both have some braids going on, so they looked very, very similar, so we got that corrected early. So We'll see if she gets some time here in the final 30 seconds as we wrap up first half action here. And she's going to come on. She's going to replace number 15, Andrea Jimenez. So that's going to do it here for first half action. CMU 2-0 lead here with goals from Celine Witt and Lacey Ann Murray in the opening 45. They lead the number 16 nationally ranked John Brown Golden Eagles by a score of 2-0. We've got 15 minutes remaining until the start of the second half, so we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. You've been listening to CMU Eagles Women's Soccer here on the Hart Conference Network. We are back, folks. Sorry about the delay there. We've got an injury on the field for CMU, and I'm not sure if that's Alicia Zamora. But they immediately rushed the athletic trainers out, so just 2.5 minutes into this game, or into the second half, I should say. So we'll take a quick break while they tend to that injured player. We'll see if we can get a number. We'll be right back. You're listening to CMU Eagles Women's Soccer here on the Heart Conference Network. Right, that injured player we found out was number four, Eduarda Fakulu. She was down for a long time, so she's going to get some tending to from our athletic trainer, Sam. It's been a slow opening 5 minutes to this second half. Oh. CMU looking to strike again here, looking for their third goal of the afternoon. They had first half goals from both Celine Witt and Lacey Ann Murray. Take a 2-0 lead. The conclusion of this game will have about 30 minutes in between, and then the CMU men will host John Brown in the final game of today's doubleheader. CMU men currently 2-2. Number 21 in the country, while the Golden Eagles of John Brown are receiving votes. So it should be another good matchup. Letelier over to Witt. Witt was looking for Murray, and they'll call a foul. I believe that's on leak number 24. Zamora deflected, and that was a handball, so that'll be a foul and a free kick for Central. It's about 10 minutes in here into half number 2. Zamora sends it up. Was looking for Azario. So if CMU can hold this scoreline as is, they will improve to 4-1. With one non-conference game left to play on their schedule. After their Tuesday match against Campbellsville, they'll open up conference play with Mount Mercy. It'll be a trip up to Cedar Rapids to face the Mustangs. That's going to be a shot and a goal for John Brown. believe that's going to be number 9, Rachel Stone, with a strike just about 20 yards. So Rachel Stone with a strike from about 20 to 25 yards out. Just a brilliant shot taken that lands in the upper left corner of the net, and just like that, the Golden Eagles are right back in this contest. Strike came at the 35-15 mark of the second half. Just caught CMU's defense caught him sleeping a little bit, so we'll see what CMU can do to respond, but Golden Eagles are giving chase again. Barrick. She's got some space. She's got Azario out to her left. She dishes it to Azario. Azario was looking for Leak. Cleared, though, by John Brown. Winners sends that up. Yamaguchi. She'll send that back to Munoz. John Brown will have a substitution here. The next dead ball, it's going to be Lillian Johnson, number 12. And that substitution will come on here now, I believe. Foul on CMU. It's about at midfield. So John Brown will get a free kick from about the 50. Ball sent up. Zamora heads it. Number 19, Elise Bosma, comes off for the Golden Eagles. They'll have one more substitution here. Substitution for John Brown is going to be number 13, Bella Graber. She's going to replace number 23, Olivia Fish. So a couple of early substitutions for the Golden Eagles. And Paula Castro is warming up on the near sideline for Central. Meta. Letelier. Munoz is looking for Witt. Witt is down. We'll have a stoppage in play. I hope she's okay. So Witt and Zoe Roberts collided on the far sideline. They both went down immediately. It took them about 90 seconds to get back up. So it's been a busy day for our athletic trainer, Sam Tresky. She's been called out a few times today. So both of those two have to come off. Assume they'll re-enter fairly quickly. It's going to be a throw-in for Central on the far sideline. I think that's going to be Munoz that's taking that. Clock restarts. Just a little over 30 minutes left here in regulation. And that is Zoe Roberts. Walter with it. Walter scoots it right up to Esteban. She makes easy work of that. Esteban. Zaria, I think she was going for the header, but I think she ended up getting headbutted, and she's holding her head, and that doesn't feel too good. John Brown with a little bit of momentum. Sends one in and got it. Goal for John Brown, and it's tied 2-2. So just like that, back-to-back goals in the first 15 minutes of the second half, and John Brown is right back in this game. We are tied at 2-2. It is a whole new game, as that is a brace for Rachel Stone. And again, John Brown just found a little bit of space, and CMU's defense wasn't quite quick enough to get back, and you wonder if Fakulu was in there, if it might have been a different story on defense. Whole new ball game at 2-2. There is no overtime in NAIA regulation soccer or NAIA soccer anymore. If this game ends in regulation at a 2-2 draw, that's what it will remain. There's no penalty kicks or overtime. The only time you would head to extra time is if in this postseason someone has to advance. So currently 2-2, but new life for the Golden Eagles as they're looking to possibly get a third here, and they've got the Eagles of Central Methodist, number 8 team in the country, on their heels. We'll see how the Eagles respond. Zamora just sends that back to Esteban. Stone right there to give chase. couple more substitutions for John Brown and CMU. Number 24, Grace Bishop, is going to come on, as is Andrea Jimenez, number 15. Andrea is going to replace, I believe that's number 24, Christine Leak. And then number 10, Karen Flores, will come off for the Golden Eagles. Throw in deep in their own territory is CMU. John Brown sends that one right back out of bounds. CMU will move a little bit up the field, and I think that's Yamaguchi on the far side. Yamaguchi dribbles up the sideline. She goes down. I think that'll be a foul on John Brown, and it is. Zamora, free kick at about the 15. Quick dish over to Yamaguchi, who sends it right back. Zamora. Cleared by John Brown, deep in Eagles territory. Maeda. Zamora. Gibbs. I'll go in favor of John Brown. It'll be a throw-in for the Golden Eagles. Jenna Brower, number 25, is going to come on. Letelier. Looking for Murray. Little give and go. CMU has numbers. Barrick up to Jimenez. Jimenez sends one into the box. Headed. Looking for Murray. Just off pace slightly, and Murray's none too happy with herself. That would have been a for sure header, her second of the day. Good quick counter sequence, though, by CMU. Jenna Brower is going to come on. I think she's going to replace Azario, number 8. Actually, I think that's Letelier, number 12. Correction there. So Brower replaces Letelier. John Brown, number 4, Brooklyn Hendricks, is also going to enter in. She got some first half action as well. We'll see who she replaces. And you know who that is. That's number 9, Rachel Stone. She gets a nice ovation from her fan base as she's scored back-to-back goals within just a matter of about 15 minutes to make this a new match and breathe life back into the Golden Eagles. Just under 25 minutes remaining. Tied at 2-2. It's going to be a foul on Central Methodist, so John Brown will get a free kick from about the 38. Zamora heads that away. Andrea Jimenez. CMU's got an opportunity to counter. 4-on-4. Jimenez sends it over to Murray. See if Murray can track it down. Can't, though, so that'll be a goal kick. Good idea, though, and good counter from the CMU Eagles. A little bit too far in front for Murray. Jimenez. John Brown will get the throw in. Ball headed out, but again, it's going to be in favor of the Golden Eagles. We'll have a stoppage in play. Coach Schmidlin does not like that call, and our head official is going to come over and have some words with him. Quick chat, we'll resume play. Jimenez over to Rosario. Rosario was looking for Barrick. Good defense by John Brown. Castro back to Yamaguchi. Over to Zamora. Zamora sends it up and was looking for Jimenez. Cleared, though, by John Brown. And Rosario goes down. We'll have a stoppage in play. And it's been a physical game, and it's pretty warm out there, so any knocks that you take are going to feel a little bit more painful. It's about 79 degrees, sunny. We'll take a quick break. CMU, John Brown, even at 2-2, 22:51 left on the clock. So we'll be right back. You're listening to CMU Eagles Women's Soccer here on the Hart Conference Network. So we resume second half action here at Davis Field. It's a top 20 matchup between the number 8 Central Methodist Eagles and the number 16 John Brown Golden Eagles out of Siloam, Arkansas. John Brown's got a couple signature wins to their resume, including over number 25 MNU. Golden Eagles are currently 4-0. Looking to go 5-0 while CMU wants to improve to 4-1. We've got victories over William Woods and Missouri Baptist. Southwestern Christian. Meta with a little bit of space. Over to Rosario. Zamora sends it over to Meta on the near sideline. It's Barrick. Zamora to Jimenez. Was looking for a little flick to Castro. Cleared, though, by John Brown. Yamaguchi. Zamora. Golden Eagles right there, though, so CMU has to get the passes off quickly if they don't want to get smothered. Rosario over to Barrick. Jimenez. Jimenez has some space. He sends it up to Murray. See if Murray can hunt it down. Gibbs right there in pursuit. Murray over to Barrick. Barrick. Brower. Got it. Goal. So Brower puts CMU back out in front. And that all started with a nice dish up to Lacey Ann Murray, and she got stuck in a little bit of traffic there on the near corner, but she stayed with it and was able to send one over into the box, and it went past a few defenders and went past a few forwards and found the foot of Brower, and she was able to convert. So CMU with a 3-2 lead here, just a little over 20 minutes left over number 16, John Brown University. And CMU needed a lift from their offense because their defense was struggling a little bit early on. We have a stoppage in play as the official provides some words to both benches. See if they're giving a warning of some sort. Both coaches none too happy at the moment. Meda over to Jimenez on the throw-in. Jimenez back to Policini. Turned over, though. John Brown comes away with it. Gibbs. Celine Witt looking to track that one down. It's been John Brown's bread and butter all day is that little give and go, and they've got some space. Witt just elects to commit the foul. That'll be a stoppage in play. We'll see if she gets a card. She is, number 19. So that's the first yellow card of the day, I believe, unless there was another card that snuck in on me. So. But again, like I said, that's been the bread and butter for John Brown all game. Has been that little give and go, and Celine just elected to foul in that instance, I think, to prevent an offensive push there. So Delia Letelier is going to return here in the second half. She's going to replace Witt. John Brown's going to get an opportunity to free kick and send one into the box. CMU's got a two-man wall just about 10 yards back from where the ball is spotted. Clock starts again. Ball sent right at Esteban, just through her hands, and that's going to be a goal, and we are tied at 3-3 here. Just under 20 minutes remaining. It's been a back and forth affair all day. Just a beautiful free kick. Just found the top middle part of the net. And just like that, we are knotted at 3-3. So Aubrey Winters with the beautiful left-footed free kick just from about, I'd say 16 to 17 yards out on the far sideline, and that just went through Esteban's hands and found the top area of the net just under the crossbar. So this has been a back and forth affair all game. Zamora sends that back to Esteban. Brower up to Jimenez. Tries to chase that down. Not in time, though, so that'll be a throw-in favor of John Brown. And you can sense a little bit of the urgency for both squads as both of these NAI heavyweights have traded blows this game, and someone's looking to just get the final knockout punch. Meda over to Brower. Brower to Castro. Azario with a little give and go to Castro. Defended well, though, by John Brown. Zamora. Letelier. Up to Jimenez on the near sideline. Jimenez looking for Policini. Letelier was also there as well. That'll be a throw-in for John Brown as it goes off of CMU. Head coach Dan Schmidlin providing instructions to his team. And Jimenez A couple of quick substitutions for both sides. Celine Witt is going to re-enter after a quick break, as is number 2, Addie Craig for John Brown. Policini. Good defense by Zamora, and they'll call a foul every time on that one. Addie Craig with the foul on Zamora. Free kick for the Eagles. They'll take it quickly. Brower over to Policini. Policini sends it up. Brower. Back to Witt. Witt to Policini. Policini's got some space. And a great save by Riley. She had to stretch out for that one. That'll be a corner kick for CMU. I believe that's going to be Policini that takes that free kick, or excuse me, that corner. Number 12, Lillian Johnson will enter in here shortly for John Brown. Just a little over 16 minutes left in half number 2. John Brown and CMU tied. Policini sends one in. Headed. And stop. Clock's been stopped. I think we're going to get a foul inside the box, so that'll be a penalty kick. We'll see who takes that. I think it's going to be Zamora from CMU. She's taken both penalties this year for Central. Converted on her first one against Missouri Baptist. And we'll see if the senior from Valladolid, Spain, can do it again. Reagan Riley in goal. Official says okay. And got it. Alicia Zamora, 2 for 2 on penalty kicks this year, and she gives CMU a 4-3 lead here over number 16 nationally ranked John Brown. So you folks watching at home, I don't think the offense is going to slow down on either side. So make up some popcorn, grab a soda, because this game has been wild, especially second half action. If I do my math right, I think that's 5 goals in about 30 minutes combined. John Brown scored twice off the foot of Rachel Stone, and then CMU responded with a goal from Jenna Brower, and then Golden Eagles answered right back. Ball sent in. Witt defends. That was Karen Flores. We'll have another stoppage in play. And Andrea Jimenez is down here on the near sideline for CMU. So again, it's been a busy day for athletic trainer Sam Tresky. It's been a physical game from start to finish. Both these teams ranked in the top 20, and you have to imagine that a win for either side will really boost their ratings. John Brown has already gotten a couple of signature wins this year. CMU looking to So we'll take a quick break while Sam is tending to Jimenez. CMU leads 4-3 here over number 16 nationally ranked John Brown. 15:07 remaining here in the second half. You are listed as CMU Eagles Women's Soccer here on the Hart Conference Network. So we resume second half action. That foul is going to be called against Pollicini, number 2. I mean, it looked like it was Pollicini, but maybe it was Murray. The consensus is in the box is that it was Murray, so excuse me, everyone at home. I apologize for incorrect information. Our statistician is on point today, so correcting me at every stop, so I appreciate that, keeping me honest. That'll be a free kick for John Brown. That one is sent into the box. Goes over everyone's head, though. It'll be a goal kick for CMU, so they stave off danger for another moment. Azario, number 8, is going to make her re-entry. She's going to replace Pollicini. Zamora. Gibbs sends that one. Esteban comes out and grabs that. And Rachel Stone was lurking again. And she has been a problem all day for the CMU defense. And we'll get a stoppage in play as Witt goes down. And I have to imagine that'll be a card. And Sam is coming out again. Referee hasn't shown a card yet, but Witt is down, and that card is going to be issued to number 17, Zoe Roberts. So Witt is down. She'll be tended to. 13:26 left here in half number 1. Or excuse me, half number 2. Yes. A few Central players are going to jog off and get some water as it's just flirting around 80 degrees here in Fayette. All right, we are back. Celine Witt comes off with injury. Renee Barrick, number 3, replaces her. And here comes Stone again. Good tackles by Zamora, though, to stave off any offensive push from John Brown. Gibbs for John Brown heads that, though. Lillian Johnson. It's Azario. Azario. Over to Castro. Castro. Tried to flick it on to Azario. Letelier over to Barrick. Barrick, nice fake out. Barrick sends one. Great save by the goalkeeper. Great save by Riley. She tips that out over the top of the net. We'll get a corner. Zamora sends that one wide left, though. Zamora goes over Stone to head that one away. Letelier. Leak back to Letelier. Letelier with some space. Letelier still with it. Cleared, though, by John Brown. That'll be a throw-in for Central, as we're just a little over 10 minutes remaining here in half number 2. CMU with 4 goals compared to 3 for the Golden Eagles of John Brown University. This is a top 20 matchup, 16 versus 8. Letelier. Leak. Cleared. Murray with it now. Lacey and Murray's got a goal and an assist so far in this game. Azario doing battle down in the corner. Couple more substitutions. Celine Witt's going to return after a quick injury break. And number 4, Brooklyn Hendricks for John Brown. Number 12, Lillian Johnson comes off for Golden Eagles. Throw in. Headed away. Good job by Zamora. Last line of defense over there. Maeda. Yamaguchi. Tackle by Yamaguchi. And we'll have a foul on number 6. John Brown looking for the equalizer. They've got 8 minutes to work with. This has been a physical game. A lot of stoppages in the second half. free kick will be from about the 42 if you're looking at the American football field. Ball sent in right at Esteban. She scoops that basket catch. She goes down to secure it. Murray. Rosario back to Murray. Murillo, nice little nutmeg. Good job by Zamora to stymie any defensive push from Walter and John Brown. Walter's going to throw it in. Stone and Zamora doing battle. They say it is out on Zamora, so that's going to be a corner kick and an opportunity for a set piece for John Brown. Number 11, Aubrey Winters will take this. Looks like she's going to take it with her left. Sends one into the box. Headed. Wide of goal by number 16, Lauren Walter. Or excuse me, I guess that was a deflection, so no shot. No, because it's another corner. We'll have a stoppage in play. Renee Barrick is going to re-enter. She'll replace number 11, Lacey Ann Murray. So Murray's day is most likely done. 6:10 on the clock here. Leak. Go to Brower. Brower with Castro. Sends it to Castro. Castro, left-footed shot. Just wide. Clock will get stopped. So we've got to go chase down another ball. Clock resumes. CMU looking to move to 4-1. They can hold this score line. And the Golden Eagles their first loss of the year. This has been a physical game, and it continues. That'll be a foul on number 12, Letelier. Castro with a little bit of space. She needs her teammates to provide support. Sends it back to Brower. Brower over to Letelier. Letelier back to Meta. Deflected by John Brown. Castro collides with Zoe Roberts. She gets back up. Stoppage in play. Number 13, Bella Graber, comes in for John Brown. She's going to replace number 17, Zoe Roberts. So Zoe's day is done. CMU's going to get a corner kick, opportunity for a set piece. Azorio on the corner. 3:39 left here in regulation. CMU looking to secure another top 25 win. And this would be big over the number 16 team in the country. Azorio sends one to the box. Meta. Cleared by John Brown. Rachel Stone and Letelier giving chase. Official instructs Golden Eagles to step back on that throw in. Stone, deflected by Meta. Azario. Back to Brower. Brower over to Castro. Turned over though. Golden Eagles come away with it. Ball stays in play. It goes all the way back to Meta and just does the smart thing by sending that to Esteban to clear. A little over 2 minutes remaining. CMU looking to hold on for another 120 seconds and secure a 4-3 victory. John Brown looking to secure a tie. Don't have much time to work with. Meta up to Barrick. Collision there, John Brown. Tries to maintain possession. That goes in favor of CMU, and you have to think they'll take all the time that they need on this throw-in. Just about a minute left here in regulation for the Eagles.
1 minute remaining in the match.
Leak heads it. John Brown's got about 45 seconds to come up with the equalizer. CMU looking to hold him off for just a little bit longer. Zamora clears it. Gibbs. Sanai Gibbs.
Kick it. There you go.
Letelier sends that down to the corner. Letelier. Castro. Castro's going to dribble over to the sidelines.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
So CMU is going to secure a top 20 win over John Brown University. They'll move to 4-1 on the early season. They hand John Brown their first loss of the year. So that'll help CMU's national rankings, and they've got some solid victories here as they open the non-conference season. They've got one more coming up, though. So that's going to do it here from Davis Field, but don't go away. We've got the CMU men coming up in about 25 minutes. This has been Rachel Moore, Assistant AD and Director of Athletic Communications here at Central, bringing you today's action. Shout out to my staff for all that they do, everyone running the broadcast and the camera, my GA on stats. So we appreciate you guys all. That'll do it here from Davis Field. We'll be right back. You've been listening to CMU Eagles Women's Soccer here on the Hart Conference Network.